Uh-huh. We talked about the question, what's wrong with you that you would run 100 miles? I find that there is a lot of people who deal with mental illness, with addiction, eating disorder, those kind of things, drawn to that long running game, probably because it takes an obsessive type of mind, probably because you really have to get to know yourself. And here's something I think is interesting. Some people will say, oh, you're exchanging addictions. You know, you gave up booze, you picked up running. I ran through my last drunk, so I can't say that that's true. A guy I know described it really well when he said, when I was using it, I was always putting masks on. I didn't even want to know who I was when I was using. I didn't want to face who I was and those hard truths. When I'm out on mile 80, I've pulled off every possible mask that I might possibly wear. I'm getting down to the core of who I am.
So if you're running 100 miles, I'm imagining there's a lot of misery involved with some of that.
There is. It's a different kind of misery. You really need to consider the difference between discomfort. When I had been running at the Zumbro 100 for about 24 hours, and it was maybe 35 degrees and this horrible wind, rain onslaught came out of the sky with hail and lightning, and I ended up dropping from that race. What do they call it when you have you can't stop shaking?
Hypothermia?
Hypothermia, thank you, is the word. I was pretty blue, and my arms were just shaking, and I kind of associate real miserable times with the weather, heat, extreme heat maybe, or that kind of cold, or elevation in the Bighorn Mountains. When I got too high of an elevation, I just kept throwing up and couldn't stop. You usually see people really mentally fucked up as opposed to physically hurt. There are physical dangers out there, of course, but usually what you see is just mental basket cases. And again, maybe that comes from sleep deprivation of 100, where a third of the people may make it to the finish line, and you don't know if you're going to be one of those people, and what you're going to encounter that day, either externally or internally, that you might be hopefully able to move through to get to the finish.